We are watching an old fight from a couple years ago, Tabares versus Rodtang. Why are we watching this? Well, I recently heard that one of my main sparring partners actually fought Tabares, I believe maybe a year or two before this fight took place. And that got me thinking, oh wow, I should talk about skill level difference. Because my sparring partner is one of the better amateur fighters in town, but a lot of times people think, oh, amateur is not even close to the same level as professional. And my sparring partner, he lost to Tabares, but just by a split decision. Very, very close fight. So right on that sort of same skill level as this dude who got called up last minute, I think like 2 or 3 weeks notice, to face Rodtang when Rodtang's original opponent got injured. So let's check out this fight. Let's look at what's happening. Nice inside load there, quick speed. He's just standing his ground. Doesn't seem like he's too concerned about Rodtang's power right now. I would assume that'll change. Nice catch there to the body shot. And there was a big left hook cross. The big thing with Rodtang is, can you somehow get him outside his game? Right? He has the way that he wants to fight. If you choose to oblige him there, there's going to be big trouble. But at least when I start watching this, I don't go, oh my gosh, this Mexican fighter is getting completely outclassed in the first round. He's not winning at this point, but he's landing. Good speed in the kicks. And I've told people time and time again that in my experience, sparring with an amateur fighter who's pretty high level, sparring with some pro fighters who have not won big world titles, the skill level is not that different. People think, oh, they must be on this next level. But even right here, this guy's starting to get worn down a little bit, but you can still see like it's not like he's completely out of place. And what I want you to really take away from watching this is if you're somebody who is at that early amateur stage, don't get overwhelmed when you have to face your first big name opponent, the first time you jump up in skill level, because sometimes it's not quite as overwhelming as you may imagine it could be. That was something I had to learn the hard way, gave people too much respect. Nice high kick there. Rodtang is doing a really good job catching those kicks though. End of round number 1. And I want to take you guys through and let you know that because it's July 4th, tomorrow we are having a special on my defense course. You can see some clips of it right here. $99 for the offense and the defense course, 67% off the normal price, which is around $300. I'm going to throw a link down in the bio. You can grab that before the offer disappears over the weekend. And let's move into round number 2. Obviously, that's a round for Rodtang. Tabares did a good job. Like I said, it wasn't like his skill set was just blown out of the water, but he's not getting enough of combo work happening. He's throwing some singles and some doubles, but I think he's going to have to open up a little more. Oh, there's that elbow. That should have been a knockdown, I think. You can see the difference now. Rodtang starting to really pick it up. And Rodtang is probably a bad example to use against, how good can a mid-level pro fighter be? Because Rodtang is just ruthless on his aggression, his trucking forward, and it can make this Mexican fighter look like he doesn't belong here. But that's just because we're talking about Rodtang. Think of all the other guys he's fought and how evenly matched Tabares would look if he went against them, potentially. It's a tough line to fight against Rodtang because you don't want to sit back and let him go first, but you don't want to get too aggressive. And I think you really got to find that middle ground. Good shots there, but Tabares rolled nicely with it. The main thing is he's getting beat up when his kicks are getting caught. When that happens, he's not responding well. It's like right there. He did not get his head off the center line, or he didn't have his guard up in a safe way. Oh, that one right there. He came up with a spinning elbow, but then didn't think about another technique being there for the follow-up, and boom, gets KO'd. Let's get a replay of that for sure so we can see what happened. Good catch from Rodtang. He drags him in exactly as you should do when you catch a kick. Tiberius just got lazy there for a second. I think that's pretty much it. If he would have stayed focused and dialed in, that would have been it. Boom, hands up, fine. Because there was even a dramatic pause. One more view here before we wrap up for the day. Front kick, dragged in, spin. See, good defense from Rodtang on that spinning elbow.